What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Slate Diggity here with another episode of the Uneducated podcast. Got my boy T Rizzle and Mr. Matthew Jackson again on the mic. What's happening, boys?
What's up?
What up, what up?
What up, what up? This is the last episode of 2024, y'all.
Wild.
That is wild, dude. The older you get, the years just go by faster every
It
single time.
does. It does. I don't know why that is.
I don't know. It trips me out, though. Like, can you imagine being at the end of your life and, like, you're, like, 80, 90 years old and you're like, where, like, what happened? Like, where did
feels like a blink.
Yeah, like, where did my life go? You know? Mentally, you probably would feel somewhat young, but maybe, like, trapped inside your head a little bit because, like, you can't express it outwardly as much, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It's like having conversations with my Nana, like that's what she speaks really highly of, is that she just feels like it's all went by super fast, but she feels like she's 16, like still.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Like, it probably still feels like just yesterday I was a kid doing this with my friend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be so crazy.
It already feels that way at 30. So, like, I can't imagine it changes.
As soon as you get out of high school, it's like,
yeah,
it just flies by, especially once you have kids, you know what I mean? The years just go by so fucking fast. It literally feels like I was just in high school, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now here we are, almost 30 years old. I don't know how old everybody else is, but flying by.
Yep.
It's a quarter of our life at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said the half-life now is like 38. So, like, for the average.
It keeps going down.
Yeah, like life expectancy, which is wild.
We're almost there. 11 more years and I'll be there. Damn.
That's the half-life you said?
Yeah. So 70, what would it be, 70?
76?
Yeah, 76. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't know the statistics of what they're studying or anything.
Right.
That's a nice thing I saw yesterday. But, yeah, time definitely flies.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff about that, though, how people, like, what people consider middle-aged or whatever.
Right.
Or, like, having a midlife crisis. A lot of people think middle age is, like, 40s, 50s, and they're like, no, if you're, like, 35, you like...
Yeah, it's your midlife.
As of right now, you're on the way down, you know? So that's crazy.
It's wild to think about.
It really is.
I've also seen some stuff about, like, did you guys watch the Rugrats growing up, the cartoon?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I saw something recently online about the parents in the Rugrats, like Stu and whoever it was. I think his name was Stu, was the dad. But it said they were like 30, 31 or something. And it's like, if you just take a look at them in that show, it's like, do you feel as old as them because you now are? Like, you're the age that they were. And it's like, that is really weird because it seems like they're 40 or 50 in that show.
Yeah, because Stu was, like, run down.
Yeah,
and, like,
exactly.
Working to death and, like, wild.
I did not want to think about this.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? I don't want to do this today.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You got me feeling old as fuck, bro.
Like, even Home Alone was on the TV the other day.
Yeah, we just watched it, actually, too.
And I don't know how old the parents were in that, but I wonder how old they were supposed to be portraying. Was it 34? You know, like, I'm not really sure, but it probably wasn't that far away.
I mean,
they had a ton of kids, though.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe the oldest was around, like, probably 17-year-old is what it seemed. Like, the older daughter, I think.
Oh, okay.
So, like, at least, like, she seemed, or maybe even older. I don't know if they'd ever really give ages. I feel like Kevin was probably...
I'd definitely say mid-30s, for sure.
Yeah.
Mid to late 30s.
Yeah. But
safe to say.
Even that's kind of weird because only a few years away, like for me being 31, it's like, that's going to be weird that I'm that age, you know?
Yep.
I don't know. Time is a weird thing, man.
It really is. Time's always kind of fascinated me for some reason. Just I remember reading, like, Einstein's, like, his theory of time and stuff like that. It's just mind-blowing to me because it's just something that we kind of made up to an extent, but we have to there's going to be a gauge somehow. But.
Yeah, even, like, on, like, a cosmic level, the way I understand time is that, like, it's only time if, like, you can measure it
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you were to go back before, let's say, our solar system was created, like we tell time by the way the sun and the stars and everything move, right? So like days and hours and weeks, it's all according to like the rotation of the sun
Right,
and whatnot.
right.
So basically, like before the sun, like in our solar system existed, then like time didn't exist.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's very odd to think about. Definitely trippy stuff.
Yeah. Way more.
And time dilation. Like if you go to other solar systems and stuff or travel far away, apparently that's a real thing.
Yeah, time's like slower certain areas too, and faster. I don't know. I don't understand it all.
Yeah.
That's too much to
No.
think about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Anywho, on to
Yeah.
the next subject.
the year's about to wrap up, dude.
Yeah. It's wild. Lots happened this year for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. How many shows did you do? I think.
Maybe
You're-
just a handful.
you're in
Maybe
a
just
band?
A handful.
Yeah.
Huh? No. Tattoo cons. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay,
Where all
okay.
the scab wizards meet up.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably just a handful, bro.
Yeah,
Not too
yeah.
much. Did a
Yeah.
lot of banging ass tattoos at the studio though.
Yep.
Another year open. That's cool.
Yep. Started a country album.
Yep. Be released someday, I guess.
Did you start it?
No. No.
He'll get there.
Yeah.
Hey, but I heard that song that everybody's supposed to sing to me at the studio.
Yeah.
We heard it in the gym today, and it just really got the, blood flowing. I was ready,
That
lifting
Justin
heavy.
Timberlake.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know how this happened, but whenever we leave the studio for the day, we're supposed to just serenade
That's what I've heard.
serenade Slater every time we leave.
Yeah.
Like if we're about to go home, we have to sing him a song.
It's only the Justin
I don't know.
Timberlake song.
I don't think anyone's done it yet, but
I got some custom songs from you.
yeah,
I got 2 full songs.
yeah,
That's good enough.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was just thinking. So yeah, you're going into next year, you've got. Are you got any more shows, less shows, or?
Maybe a tad bit more.
Yeah.
We'll start off at Hawaii, then Evergreen, and then a few of the other Triple Crown ones. I really gotta look at those and get the dates for those. And then probably the other Evergreen in September. That might be about it though. I think I might do more like family vacation time, you know what I mean, this
Yeah.
year. So
Yep. I think
since I'm
that's a
getting so
solid goal.
fucking old all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Right.
bro.
Yeah, we got to take that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a goal of mine as well. Is kind of do more. I want to travel more, with tattooing excluded from it. But
Yeah, just actually enjoy it.
yeah, I don't know if it's possible though.
Yeah.
For me personally,
It's very possible.
no, it is possible.
I
but
believe
I don't
in
know
you.
that it's what I. It's like I like the idea of it, but do I really like the idea of it? I don't know how. Like just because how important tattooing is. Like, and I enjoy going into studios. There's going to be some level of work, no matter what I'm doing. But I don't know how I am, I guess. But
How many shows are you gonna be doing next year?
so Hawaii, Evergreen. I don't know if I'll do both Evergreens or not. Not decided, not 100% on that. And then Indie Expo for sure. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do Incarceration as well. But I don't know if I'll do too many other shows outside of that, just because I'm more interested in guest spots and stuff, like doing more like that
Yeah.
going into next year. And then just any other time, kind of just focusing on the studio. But yeah.
Where's some places that you would like to guest spot that you haven't yet? I mean, you guys talked about spending more time in Oregon, but you've been out there quite a bit.
Yeah. I've talked with Trusty, and I want to do a guest spot with Hip and them as Social Graces.
Where's that one at?
Dayton. Well, I think it's around Dayton, Ohio. I don't think it's in Dayton, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, and that's where Hip moved to.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'll probably go at probably the first guest spot I'll do this year. I've been talking with Yogi a little bit, and probably gonna try to go down there and do a guest spot. Those are like the top 2 right now that I'm gonna try to fit in somewhere. Finishing my back is gonna be one thing I'm gonna be trying to do this year too.
You already got that set up for February, don't you?
Yeah, we're gonna do a full day on it. Yep, should be fun.
Good luck,
May the
bro.
force
I
be with you.
swear, yeah, he was trying to talk me into 2 days. I'm like, I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah, can't do it.
is he heavy-handed?
Uh,
Go ahead.
With that
I wanna
style,
he's a
hear it.
tattooer.
with that style, I'd say you almost have to be heavy-handed,
Yep.
or most people are, to be somewhat efficient at it.
Yeah,
If you're doing extremely thick lines that are massive and then just heavy black packing and color
yeah,
packing, it's like
and that's the thing too. It's hard for me to. I wouldn't be able to differentiate if he's heavy-handed or not with the amount of black that's in it, because
Yeah.
he's solid saturating black.
yeah,
on
the
my
whole
back.
time he's just beating on it, regardless of if it's
Yeah, like I don't know. He might be,
Hell yeah.
but I don't know. I sat through 8 hours of line work, and then we done 1 8 hour and one like 6-ish, 7-ish hour session on it. But
Nice.
yep, I'm gonna try to push through a full day on it on the February or something. But
Sick.
yep. Other than that, probably not too much travel. There are a cruise of all of us going on later on in
Yep.
the year. But
September.
yep. Yep.
What
Not
about
too
you,
much.
Tracy? What you got going on for the new year, dog? You got anything planned out?
New Year.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a friend who has like a little New Year's party every year, so we'll go chill with some friends there, and then that's about it. The only thing I really had on this schedule for this next couple of days was we got some friends that are moving to a house that they bought, so we were gonna help them out.
Oh, I was just talking about any places in like 2025 in general, bro.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Bigger picture.
Yeah, I thought you meant like this week for New Year's.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Nothing crazy, man. Just incarceration.
Any family ones?
Family trips.
Yeah.
I would like to do a family trip, like with my entire family, like my siblings and my mom, like go rent a
that'd be
cabin
sick.
somewhere. It'd be really fun to go to Tennessee, like Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, and have the whole family there.
Yeah.
For a few days. That'd be a lot of fun, but I doubt it's going to happen. Anytime we try to do that, it's like people already have their vacation time for the year allocated to like stuff. You know what I mean? It's just been really hard because at least one of my siblings and his family, they take like 1 or 2 of the same trips every year with his wife's family.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they're not going to give that up. So it's anytime we try to book a whole family trip, which I've tried for years now, and it's just like we just can't.
That's almost something you'd have to plan like a year plus in advance. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even when I try that, they're usually like, I don't know though.
Yeah. I feel
You
like it's
know.
very hard to try to set up stuff with like being a tattoo artist where we make our own schedule, you know what I mean? And like depending on how far out you book, you have a little leniency.
Mm-hmm.
But like trying to fucking plan a vacation with like a homies or, family, it's so hard.
Yeah, and that was my first thought was like, yeah, that'd be. I forgot how that even is. Like, you only get 2 weeks this year to where you can take off work.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, shit. Yeah, because like a Saturday every once in a while, then 2 or 3 days here, 1 day here. You get sick 1 day, and
Yep.
your 2 weeks are gone. This is wild to think about.
Yeah, we will take the one thing we always do though is Liz's mom lives in Florida, so me, Liz, and the kids will go stay with her for a week in Florida, probably like summertime.
It's always fun to get out in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I would like to travel. There's specific places I want to travel. I think the Pacific Northwest is one of them, like
Okay.
Oregon, Washington.
Yeah, yeah.
I really want to go to Oregon and Washington, but not to tattoo for a trip.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
just
for
want to
sure.
like drive the coast and like see all these waterfalls and go
it's
hiking.
sick.
It looks super beautiful.
I highly recommend, like, if anyone listening gets a chance to drive Highway 1 all the way, do it. It's the most breathtaking, like, surreal things I've ever seen in my entire life. Make you feel really small.
Yeah, that's probably one of the there's these Instagram channels that I follow, and it's like travel adventures or whatever.
Yeah.
or like travel couples and stuff like that who just kind of do the RV life. And it'll be videos like that where it's like if you travel this way, you can't miss this route. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it'll be like just drive that highway from so to so, and it's like there's like 7 amazing like state park destinations or whatever.
Yeah, that's how Highway 1, we drove it from San Francisco all the way to Eugene. And it just breathtaking. There's a lot of places that I've got to travel like that I've got to see, like Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina. That's one of those spots that's just like just so surreal being there. I want to do Route 66, so that's like the next. If I was to do a drive, that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But just I've never done that. But
So yeah, we'll see what's up. But that part, like doing extra traveling like that, that's a little harder with the kids.
yeah, the school and everything, and
Yeah, like it would have to be in the summer for sure. But also, it's more of just like, I don't know. Kieran's like a little too young, and how do you say, uncooperative.
gotcha. Yeah,
Like I'm
gotcha.
not going on an RV trip with
Right.
Kieran yet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
gotcha,
I'm just not doing it.
Right.
So we'll maybe in a few years that'd be fun with the kids.
I
But
understand, bro.
yeah, like I don't even gotta say it. You already know.
Yeah, I knew exactly where you're going.
Yeah, I mean it's even like if I don't ever have to drive to Florida again for vacation, I probably won't, just
Same.
because I'm not a fan of being in the car for like 15 hours. But I'm definitely not being in a car for 15 hours with that kid.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's a miniature bully, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be awful. So
it's the littlest ones that bully everybody, bro. It's wild.
yeah, Slater's talked about how wild his son is too. So
Oh, Leighton.
He's off the wall,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Leighton's funny.
That's what you can call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He thinks he's funny guy. Yeah, I understand, bro. Usually whenever we take them anywhere, it's a hard juggle, you know what I mean? Cuz like, do you want to take them in an airport where they're still going to get pissed off in front of everybody? Or do you want to just take them on a fucking road trip by yourself? It's going to be longer. They're still going to be shitty, but you won't have all these people, you know what I mean? So it's always just a mystery, I guess.
yeah.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, it is. I mean, in a certain phase, like you might have 1 to 2 hours that are perfectly fine if you go do something fun, and then it's like when they start throwing tantrums, and the last hour or two is just terrible. It just makes the whole thing like not even worth it.
Yeah.
Like there's been times where I don't specifically remember because there's been a lot of it, but it's like it could have been like the zoo or like some aquarium or something like that we go to, and then afterward, like I was like, man, my day would have been better if we didn't go do that. Just because the kids like either wouldn't stop fighting or just throwing tantrums or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's hard because you don't want to not go do things, right? But it's like sometimes it's not always as fun as it could be.
Yeah.
Or as fun as you think it should be.
I just started turning my other cheek to them. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, you gonna act like this, whatever, I'm out. They're not gonna stay there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna follow, whether it be a little bit behind, but I could still hear you. You're there, you know?
Well, that's even happened in like a grocery store before when Kieran was with us. Like he'll just throw himself down in the aisle and like throw a tantrum, you know, in the middle of the store, and I'm like, and just won't get up no matter what you do or say. So I'm just like, all right, bye.
See you later.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep going, turn the corner, and then he'll just be like, no, just start screaming, run after me. I don't get it.
Yeah, Veronica gets embarrassed when that shit happens. I'm like, it is what it is. I just smile and keep walking, dog. I'm like, most of these people understand, you know what I mean? If they have kids, if not, fuck them. But whatever.
And you're just making
He'll
light.
get over it. Yeah.
You're just making light of the situation. So
If you just feed into it, you know what I mean? It's just going to get worse. So if you just ignore it, it eventually get better, I guess. So
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, 2025.
Yep, 2025.
Basically, I hope it's the same as 2024 because
Yeah.
that was a good path, man. Just really just want to stay healthy, work on, fitness and stuff, keep investing money and
Yeah, that's kind of what I
doing the
was.
family thing. That's about it.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I was thinking. Like, it's like, it feels like every year the goals don't really change. It's like, yeah, I want to read more books, create more art, make more money, invest more in my future, and take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really change too much anymore. But I guess, and like if you want to like dive deeper into each one of those goals are changing a little bit here and there. But
Right.
I actually, I'm at the point to where I need to set some new goals.
yeah,
Because I'm definitely a very goal-oriented person.
Right.
Like if it's with pretty much with everything, if it's with fitness, if it's with investing, or like even tattooing. But I'm at the point right now to where this past year I had previously hit goals that led to like bigger goals, and then I hit those, and then I just realized like within the past couple days that I was like, I haven't set new goals, and,
Right.
and because of that, for a minute, I feel like I've kind of been like wandering.
right, a little stagnant almost.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
yes, because for some reason, with my personality type, I need to be trying to attain something.
Yeah, I'm the same way for sure.
So yeah, maybe I don't know if it'll be a New Year's resolution
Right,
because
right.
I don't even know if I've done those in the past or not, but
I think the idea behind a New Year's resolution is great, but I don't.
it's just
you're gonna-
cliche at this point.
I think it's a little like, I don't know, you're selling yourself short if you're gonna wait till tomorrow to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Why, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you want to do something, you want to make a change. There's no better time than right now
Mm-hmm.
to make that change. Like, you don't gotta wait till a new year to do it. So I've always thought they're kind of silly, I guess, but yeah, I've been in those similar situations where like, my goals were like tattoo at Hell City and tattoo at Evergreen, and then like all those things came up, and it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm working towards now,
Mm-hmm.
and then have to like pivot and figure out what the next goal is, and
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that the closest I felt maybe to a burnout was like kind of like trying to figure out like, okay, what's next, because we don't get gold medals tattooing, we don't get like in any art form, you're just like, you create a piece of art and then that's it. So
I'd like to do some more 2 days back to backs,
yeah,
at least one or two every month. That'd be tight.
yeah, the 2 days.
It's a good goal.
Yeah, for sure.
I just booked one.
2 day?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Haven't done one in a minute.
You excited? What'd you book?
It's like this upper arm piece. I think it's going to be, well, it goes down onto the forearm a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I can't do all that in one day. It's like going to be a lion, a rose, and a clock.
Okay.
So we're gonna mix.
It'll
some
be
of that.
dope though.
Yeah,
It'll be dope.
yeah, we're gonna
I'm gonna
mix up
assume
some
all
stuff
black
like
and
that.
gray, no color coming 2025.
I don't know.
Say we don't change up.
Hey, he just did some color the other day.
That's what I heard.
No.
Oh,
After
more-
that, he said he
more
wasn't
color.
going to. I don't remember what you did.
Oh,
yeah,
that-
it was a
oh,
small
yeah,
one.
yeah.
It was a small amount, but hey, color's color.
Yep.
yeah,
Came out of retirement again.
she just wanted her. Yeah,
A couple times in 1 year. It's wild.
she just wanted a little bit of color in these. She had 3 little flowers that in this little black and gray piece we did. They were like the birth colors or something.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know.
I remember hearing her talk about it.
But yeah, so yeah, I need to set some new goals for sure.
You got any goals that you got set already?
I mean, definitely want to like maintain fitness. One of my goals, I want to try to do some type of physical art. Like it's hard for me to dedicate. Like I want to create one piece a month. So I'm gonna like give myself a little leeway. I want to do like at least one every other month where I'm doing a bigger piece of art. And then I've got some goals towards the studio. I want to do some like remodeling and stuff there. To maybe bring in another artist. And then yeah, I've been the last like week or so just kind of like thinking like what I'm going into next year and stuff like that. I want to definitely read more, travel, continue doing the same things. Definitely want to invest more, and I've got like working out of like a small amount of debt too. So like that'll be closed out this year, and then I can
Nice.
kind of move forward with some other goals after that, hopefully by the end of the year. So I think I want to do an Airbnb or something.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
So I'm gonna work towards that this year.
Nice.
Maybe thought about selling, moving. Maybe I don't know. But
Who knows?
yeah, we'll see. Had some ideas, but
Would you move out that way
yeah,
to Brown County?
yeah, for sure. I'm thinking more like in between ish. Living in Nashville would be tight, but I don't know if I want to necessarily do that or not.
Yeah.
Like actually live in downtown Nashville would be cool, but yeah, it would just be cool for like a period of time.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to do it forever or anything like that. But I don't know. I'd like to be in the woods though too, and
Dude,
surrounded.
I might have something to send you. I saw this property the other day online.
Yeah,
It was perfect.
I heard you talking about that. I heard you talking about that at the studio.
Mm-hmm. It's still like I think about it all the time.
yeah.
About getting away from society a little bit, but
ultimate goal.
it's honestly like I think there would be joys about it, but it's so ingrained in me to be, and it's not like we live in a big city; it's a small
Right.
Midwest city, you know.
Right.
But still, it's like the convenience of everything, and like pick up and drop off with school with the kids and this and that.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, man. There's something about me that is not fully there yet. I can't commit to like, okay, I want to buy a property and move out of the city, you know. I don't know. I'm just not all the way there.
I could do it in a heartbeat and just disappear.
Yep.
I would be so solid with it. I mean, we pretty much only go to the grocery store like once a month anyway. Try to buy everything in bulk already. Like it would be so easy to for the necessities. I guess like last minute, like I need to run to get a Red Bull or tape or whatever would be a little inconvenient, depending on where you're at. But
Yeah, I'm gonna send you this property after this.
yeah,
It was 15 minutes from Nashville and Columbus. Like it was right in the middle.
right there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I've
probably
been
exactly
seeing
what
some
you would
pop
want.
up recently. So yeah, I'll definitely check it out for sure. Yep, I want to be surrounded by woods. I'd love to have some type of water.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, he said this is
I'm
it.
telling you, it was perfect.
yeah, but
Yeah. Anyway. Well, what else you guys want to chat about?
is there any big moments 2025 or
Any big moments for
or
2024?
2024?
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
2024.
Getting ahead of myself.
Man.
I guess so. I mean,
It's always hard to like recap.
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, me and Liz made the switch from Franklin
Right. Yep.
to Columbus, which has been awesome. Got Slater's beautiful face every day. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Not every day.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
So you guys have been. It's been not quite a year.
Not a year.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do you remember how long it's been? I don't know what
It
month
was
it
like
was.
maybe May, I think.
Yeah, it's probably been about 6 months, maybe a little longer even. I don't know. It's this year literally just went by too fast.
Yeah, it did.
It's crazy because it did go fast, but also that 6 month span of time, I feel like you've worked at Slater's since Slater opened the studio. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, a lot has changed at the studio already.
yeah,
People come, people go.
Mm-hmm.
yep. Implement new things,
Yep.
change things around a little bit.
I feel like if you're a studio owner, like not a private studio, but where other people are working there, it's almost like you have to be okay with that ebb and flow of how a studio goes, which means like business comes and goes, people come and go.
Yep.
That's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
There are some people who are less okay with that, like when people decide to leave and like make a big deal out of it, and it's
sure.
like, dude, it does not have to be this big thing. It's just like, yeah, go chase an opportunity, like we'll get someone else in here. And
Yep, I feel like that's one of the biggest things that you need as a tattooer. You need to understand to like
Yeah.
like change.
change.
There's
Yeah,
change
you
that
don't
happens.
have control over. I'm gonna go in to a tattoo, and my appointment might not show up. I might tattoo 3 different things that day that
That you did not plan on.
Yeah, you know what
Yep.
I mean. Like, you might have someone cancel on you, like at any given moment. You never know what's gonna happen. Like, you have to be okay with it because it's always changing.
It gets easier as you get older
Yeah, it
and
gets
further into your career. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because you just get accustomed to, the season of it. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
periods that it's really good. We know tax time's upon us.
Yep.
Hallelujah. Winter season, you got to kind of it's a dog eat dog world, winter season. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to be prepared for all that and understand, especially as a new artist. I know there's some people that still struggle with that at my studio. And then, as Andrew came in at a great time because he just started tattooing more, you know what I mean? And he's already experienced cancels and fucking no-shows. So,
Right.
The other day, dude, I walked in and I forget what I was doing. Was it when I was working or no?
I think you've only been there recently to work.
Okay.
That at least while I've been in.
Yeah. Anyway, whenever I stopped by the other day, Andrew was there. It was the evening. Maybe it was when I was doing that smaller tattoo.
I think so,
on that
yeah.
lady. And he was like, "Yeah, I've been waiting for this client to show up all day." And I was like, "What?"
The appointment time
been
wasn't
waiting?
even there yet.
It was the evening. I was like, "You've been waiting for like 8 hours for this dude to show up."
That's so wild.
He's goofy, bro.
He's like,
Ate
"Yeah,
up.
I don't think he's coming by now. I've been trying to get him to come all day."
I'm pretty sure this was at like 4:00. The appointment wasn't until 4:30. Granted, it was a no call, no show, which
Right.
made it even funnier because he was not waiting all day for it.
Okay. I see. I didn't know when it was booked, but I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was booked earlier in the day, and the dude didn't come, and Andrew
No.
was still trying to get him to come. You know,
No,
I gotcha. That would be funny.
I mean it's still fucking.
He didn't end up coming.
No, yeah, he didn't even hit up Andrew. It's funny.
But yeah, so
Yeah, I don't know if it's like unbothered or like you just become desensitized to those things. But like if I have a cancellation or a reschedule, it's like immediate. It's like, oh, well, I'm getting hold of someone else. Or
Yeah.
I've got other stuff I need to do today. So
Luckily, whenever people cancel on me, it's usually like maximum like a week prior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I get like some of those ones that they're just like, yo, I'm not going to be financially stable like
Yeah.
a few weeks out. Cool, whatever. But anytime somebody like cancels on me, I'll hit up a couple people that are already booked or people that are wanting to book. And if they don't want it, then whatever, that's a free day off. You know what I mean?
yep.
Take that shit.
Yep.
yeah,
Tracy agrees.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm out.
Right, yeah, not bringing something in, just taking the day.
Yeah, I mean, it
I've seen
depends.
you take some walk-ins though.
Yeah, it depends on the day and,
Right,
or the
right.
week. You know what I mean? Like, how hard do I want to grind? But I would say most of the time, I'd be like, I'm out.
Right.
And I'm not against doing walk-ins at this point, but it's like they have to walk in at the right time, you know.
It's usually when everybody leaves is when the walk-ins want to come in.
Oh yeah.
Travis sat there the other day at the studio for a few hours. I think he left at like 2-3 o'clock. And as soon as he left, 10 minutes later, somebody came in for a walk-in. Luckily, I was there and they was chill to wait a second. And, I just went ahead and booked it for him. But it's always funny because it was like something he could have did right there on the spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he waited the whole day, which he typically doesn't wait too much, you know what I mean, for
Right.
walk-ins, because that's not what we're really oriented for. But yeah, as soon as he left, somebody came in.
Yeah, I think the last walk-ins I did, it was a group of 3 people, but it was I was at the studio and then my appointment didn't show up. Like it was a last minute thing. It might have been a no call, no show. That last one I had, and this was probably like 4 months ago. And couldn't get a hold of the guy, and so I was there, and then I was just about to leave, you know what I mean, dip out for the day, and someone walked in and said, "Hey, can we get tattoos for me and my 2 siblings?" You know what I mean? And I was like, "Yeah."
That's what I'm here
You
for.
caught me at the right
Yeah.
time because I would have been out in 5
Right.
minutes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right,
So like,
right. It was meant to happen.
yeah,
I enjoy walk-ins. I don't get to take nowhere near as many, just being busy, but I do enjoy doing walk-ins. I like those random interactions with people and just tattooing something, like not knowing that I'm gonna do it that day, and then
Yeah.
tattoo.
Yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know about you guys, but this week, like right after Christmas, starting the day after Christmas, especially like the 2 days after Christmas, there was a ton of people that reached out.
Yep.
So you go from like that slow period leading up to Christmas, you know, well, for a lot of people at least. And then all of a sudden it's like once it's over with, it's like immediately they're wanting to book for the new year.
Yep.
So I feel like this week, I've been booking all week, and I feel like I booked more this week than I have in the past like month and a half
I definitely booked more the last like 4 days than I have booked
in a while.
the whole month.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy.
As soon as Christmas is over, everybody's like, okay, yeah, we got this money left over. Let's lock in some shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Or they
Yeah.
got money for stuff and want to
Yeah.
get tattooed now. And,
Yep.
yeah. A lot of people have time off too right now. That's what we had.
Yeah.
Like Jacob and Liz were fairly busy with walk-ins throughout just because everyone's off work. Most people are off work until usually like the 6th or 7th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have no idea, bro. I can't remember the last time I worked a normal job.
But yeah, it's weird because like, let's see, especially last week because of Christmas and Christmas Eve and stuff. I booked 2 days at the end of the week. One was a smaller piece and one full day, so it wasn't a heavy week,
Right.
right? But because of the booking, it's like I made more in deposits because I did a lot of booking.
Right.
I made more in deposits than I did tattooing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
if you have a decent deposit, like mine's 300 for
Right.
mostly full day session stuff. It's like, you know, you take 3 or 4 of them and you made a day rate.
Right. Yeah. Easy. Yeah. Because I do $400, so I'll have days like that where it's like, but I also, that money goes into a separate account and sits there until their appointment. It just ease of mind. So I feel like I'm making money that day, making the full amount that day. If I need to go into that account, I will. It usually just sits there for taxes, but.
So deposits, you have a separate account just for that?
Yeah, well, and it's like I'll just transfer that money for a deposit into that account. It just sits there, and then usually that's just what I pay taxes with.
Okay.
But if I need to pull into that account, I will. But
Yeah, that's interesting. I could probably do something of the same,
yeah,
just specifically for taxes, because I know it's like I've kind of been piling money in investments this year. So right now, literally what I'm doing is catching up on what I'm going to pay taxes with.
right,
Now, like we could take that out of savings, but I don't want to.
right.
I don't want to diminish like investments or savings. So it's like I'll just, instead of invest for the next month or two, you know what I mean? That
Yeah,
extra money, I'll
right.
just kind of put that back for taxes.
Yep.
Now that's not the best plan. So far, I've never had an
Right,
an issue. So I'm like, it's okay. But even starting next year, I've been thinking about plans to implement that it's easier saving back that percentage for taxes.
Right. Do you do the estimated taxes?
No.
That's a
And
I feel like that's
I
absolutely the best
only
way.
pay taxes once a year.
Gotcha,
So
yeah.
we pay that lump sum.
Yeah.
'Cause honestly, I don't know how it works doing it quarterly, but I do not want to mess with taxes more than one time a year, and it just seems like a hassle.
Right. Yeah. I did it last year, and I liked it better, but I was having someone else do it. I wasn't the person doing it all, so
Yeah, like a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Or something.
yeah. I think having those systems in place like definitely make things less stressful, and especially because going into tax time is always stressful for tattooers. That if you didn't plan for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Anything like my Square account, no, I've got that set up to where now that just pulls 10% and goes into another account, and that just sits too. And that is the ideal one that all my taxes is going to come out of. But I just started doing that like 8 months ago, so I didn't do that the full year. So I want to like, I'll switch from that old one and put deposits and just use that eventually. But
Yeah, I need to set up some sort of system.
yeah,
Like it's like I said, it's never been an issue because we always have the money in some sort of account.
right.
know what I
And
mean?
it seems like you have other systems though that are building you financially as well, though.
Yes.
So like that's what one's kind of backing up for the one that you don't have in place, kind of.
Yeah. So far it's been like I'm very organized with the investing side of it, but money floats around in different places, and so it's like it hasn't been an issue, but I still don't like right now to where I'm like, I'm not gonna, if I'm just saving this money for taxes so I don't pull it from something else, then I can't invest
Right.
and I hate that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I go some time without being able to do that or save money,
Yeah.
you know what I
right.
mean? That's actually gonna be mine, then it feels off.
Yep.
I don't know. What do you have any tax like specifics that you do, how to keep back a certain percentage? Like I use Square, like you said, but I didn't even know with Square you can set it up to keep a certain percentage and send it to a different account.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know the ins and outs of
It seems it's pretty easy.
what
You
it can do.
It's like a separate bank account through Square, and then I think mine's actually like set up for 10.5% or something. But yeah, it just goes into a bank account that's on there, and then I want to say it's a high yield account as well, so you're gaining like a higher yield interest on it as well. So, but yeah, it's free. Doesn't cost anything to do it through Square, so it just like made sense. It's like, oh, this most of my money, I do take all my deposits through Square. I do everything through Square, so it's like, oh, this is also another account for my taxes. All my financials are just tracked right here. So try to make things easier for myself, I guess. That's another thing this year that I want to try to like just dial in on in general. Just systems that are going to make things easier.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
automating things that need automated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, automation is just great. As simple as like I remember the changing everything to like auto pay, like all of my bills to auto pay instead of ever having to go in and just pay that one bill. That changes so much because that saves you so much time. You don't even realize it.
Yeah. And for some reason, although it's easy, that's one of the things that it's easy to procrastinate is like when there's like bills sitting there, like mail piles up and you're like, I don't want to, if it's call all these places or get on all these websites to pay these bills real quick. Like if you can automate it, it is such a peace of mind. Like you don't have to think about it. It's just out of mind, out of sight.
Yep. And if I don't have to sit on the phone with a salesperson or a tech of some kind ever again my entire life, I would be golden.
Yeah. But do you have any tax systems, Slater? No.
Nope. I'm already just kind of skeptic on money anyway, so I just keep that shit piled up. But
yeah,
I don't.
So you just always have the money.
Yeah, I'll just pay whatever I need to pay, and that's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of how I've been operating too.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy, dude.
Yeah. But I know some people get in trouble though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've definitely seen it.
We already know the whole, pirate life within the tattoo industry.
Yeah.
People not wanting to pay taxes, but like I know people who are behind on their taxes, like they got to pay them from last year, and like they got more coming up. You know what I mean? Yeah. And life's expensive. It's just not a good place to be.
Yeah, for sure. There's so many random things around taxes that are just
you end up in mind. Yeah, you end up in debt just because you didn't pay your taxes, not even because you.
And their fines are absolutely ridiculous. Did you guys file the BOI report? Are you an LLC?
Yep. No.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been seeing that, but what exactly is it?
$500 a day fine?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
What is it? What's the filing?
Beneficiary of like the organization, basically whoever owns the business, whoever benefits from owning the business. Mm-hmm. It's just another paper that's saying that you own the business, and they're going to basically like charge you $500 for it.
Yeah. You just sign a piece of paper and just submit it.
Yep.
That was it.
Okay.
$500.
Not worth $500 a day.
Like,
I seen Ryan Roy said they kept changing, like whether they needed it, not needed it, pushing it back, this, and that.
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know the correct term, but like, I guess like some type of appeal or litigation, maybe. That might have been what it said. They might do away with it where it's not even a thing where we didn't even have to do it because it was a ridiculous amount of people that have business formations that haven't filed it. So there's so many people that haven't done it yet that aren't going to do it. Because honestly, I didn't hear about it until about a month and a half ago, maybe. And there's still people just now hearing about it that had no idea. If I didn't use I use a certain company for all my businesses. So like they let me know anything that's going on with that I need to sign off on or anything.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about changes like that. You just randomly all of a sudden have to sign this thing
Yeah.
this year, the BOI report, because like that information is not going to get to everyone.
No.
And someone could just, especially you would think that your tax person would tell you, but if it has to be filed by a certain date, the BOI report, then like you might do your taxes later than that.
Right,
and so,
right.
it's possible you could just not even hear about it if you're not on social media every day or YouTube or whatever, where it's kind of like, at least it's been advertising to me.
Right.
I've been seeing it on all these channels of like, you guys got to do this.
Yeah.
But
And I think the tattoo industry is pretty good about looking out for each other to where you see those things now anyway. Within the last like few years, you see tattooers like, hey, do this so you don't fuck up. Ryan Roy is great. Thanks for all the great content and conversations over the years, because a lot of what I do with money is because of Ryan. So 'cause I took his the Pirates for Professionals like a few years ago. A few years ago.
Yeah, he's very much about creating systems.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I use the waterfall system that he teaches and everything with that, which I know I think it adapted from someone else, but it's his with his own version of it, and I've modified it a little bit since then. But yeah, learning about money and learning about systems, I think it's a great thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So 2025, y'all. You ready?
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say I don't have any lofty goals, which there's some I need to make. But typically, like generally, I just want to, I think, keep doing exactly the same thing.
Right,
because
right,
it's working.
Right, yeah. Just get better at those things. Yeah. That's kind of more so how I feel now. I think there's other goals like, like that I want to do in my personal life to like that aren't career or passion, like just relocation and stuff like that. But nothing too much.
Yep. All right, y'all want to wrap this one up?
That's him.
Yep.
All right, 2024, the last one. This will be episode 14. Yeah, 14. A lot. It's 14. Yeah, so thanks for rocking with us, guys. Uneducated Podcast. Follow us on all the things, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. We're on Spotify as well.
Leave us some ideas, things you'd like to hear us talk about.
Yeah, I think we made it over the hump. I think it's 10 episodes. It's like 90% of podcasts that start up don't make it past the 10 episode mark or something. So it's somewhat of a hump of like, if you make it past that, then it's officially a habit or whatever.
Right,
of
right,
like,
yeah.
You have more of chances of success of continuing
doing it, and and I've noticed like once we've like the last few episodes have done drastically better with like full watch time instead of like partial watch times, so that's cool. It's been cool to see those analytics grow. It's cool to see the engagement on everything, so appreciate everyone watching and engaging with the content.
Yeah,
congrats to you guys. It's been fun.
Blessed.
Yeah, congrats, guys. We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We started a podcast.
Yeah, we did it. That was something we did this year.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Love y'all. Happy New Year's Eve. Don't drink and drive.
Be safe.
Be safe. Don't be stupid. All that stuff. Pay your taxes.
Yeah, pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes.
Create systems.
Yeah. All right. We out. Peace, y'all.
See ya.